Hello friends, welcome to Dreamweaver Crocheting with Love. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to crochet this very cute cat applique. It's a very easy and a beginner friendly tutorial. To make this applique, we'll be working in 3 steps. In the first step, we'll be making the body part. In the second step, we shall crochet the head part. And in the third step, we shall make this bow. Video for this bow is already there in our channel, so I shall give the written pattern of this bow. So just go to the pattern and work out this bow accordingly. And then we'll see you all the parts together to make this lovely applique. Also for the eyes, I have chosen black beads, but you can use black yarn to make the eyes. So without any further delay, let's start the tutorial. Now let's see what all materials we need in order to crochet the cat applique. So here I have taken a 3.5 mm crochet hook. For demonstration purpose, I have used this thicker and lighter color yarn. But you can go for darker colors like grey, black or brown as per your preference. For making the eyes, I will be using the black beads. But you can also use black yarn instead of these beads. And scissors. So let's begin. Now let's start with the step 1, which is the body of the cat. For that, work a magic ring. And into this ring, work 8 single crochets. Once done with 8 single crochets, pull the tail of the magic ring so as to close it and slip stitch into the first single crochet worked. So that completes the first round. Now for the second round, work 1 chain. And the sequence of this round is to work a single crochet increase into each of the stitches. That is, into each stitch we will be working 2 single crochets. So going into the very first stitch where we had slip stitched, work 2 single crochets. Moving to the next stitch, again work 2 single crochets. So just continue with this sequence till the end of the round. So here I have done with the second round, and for second round in total I have worked 16 single crochets. Now to complete the second round, slip stitch into the first single crochet worked. Now let's start with the third round. For that, work 1 chain, and the sequence of third round is to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch followed by a single crochet increase, that is 2 single crochets into the next stitch. Now repeat the sequence, that is, we'll be working 1 single crochet into the first stitch followed by 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So just continue with this sequence till the end of the round. So here I am almost towards the end of the third round, and for the third round in total I have worked 24 single crochets. Now to end the third round, slip stitch into the first single crochet worked. Now for the fourth round, which is the last round of increases, work 1 chain, and the sequence of this round is to work 1 single crochet each into the first 2 stitches followed by a single crochet increase into the third stitch. Now repeat the sequence, that is, we will be working 1 single crochet into the first 2 stitches followed by 2 single crochet into the third stitch. So continue with this sequence till the end of the round. So here I have completed the fourth round. by slip stitching onto the first single crochet, and by the end of the fourth round the total number of single crochets worked are 32. Now we shall start with the fifth round. We will be working one single crochet into each stitch, and while making these stitches we shall work the tail of the cat too. So for the fifth round, work one chain and going into the first stitch work one single crochet. Now I will be working one single crochet each into the next 10 stitches. So including the first single crochet worked into the very first stitch, in all I have worked 11 single crochets. Now we shall start with the tail part. For that, work 13 chains. So in all I have worked 13 chains. Now skip the first chain from the hook and going into the first 2 chains, work one single crochet each. So the tail part will be worked in a particular sequence. So just watch it out. Into the next 2 stitches, we will be working single crochet increase. That is 2 single crochets per chain. So going into the chain, work 2 single crochets. Into the next chain, again work 2 single crochets. Into the next 2 chains, work 1 single crochet each. Now into the next 4 chains, we will be working single crochet decrease. That is 2 single crochet decreases into the next 4 chains. So going into the first 2 chains, insert your hook and pull the yarn. Again into the next chain, insert your hook and pull the yarn. We will be having 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So this is the first single crochet decrease. Again into the next 2 chains, we will be working another single crochet decrease in the similar way. So having 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So this is the second single crochet decrease. Now I am left with the last 2 chains. So into these 2 chains, work 1 single crochet each. Now from here on, the sequence is quite simple. That is, going to each of the stitches, we will be working 1 single crochet per stitch. Now here I am left with in total 21 single crochets. So going into each of the stitches, work 1 single crochet. So the body part of the cat applique is done. After working the 5th round, I have slip stitched into the first single crochet and cut the yarn with a little bit of long tail, which will be used to sew the body to the head part of the cat applique. Also you can see this nicely curved shape for the tail. That is because the sequence of stitches that we have used to make the tail. So now we shall start with the next step, that is to make the head part of the cat applique. So first make a magic ring. And into this ring we will be working 6 single crochets. So once done with 6 single crochets, pull the tail of the magic ring to close it and slip stitch onto the first single crochet worked. So So that completes the first round. Now for the second round, work 1 chain. And the sequence is to work single crochet increase, that is 2 single crochets per stitch. So going into the very first stitch where we had slip stitched, work 2 single crochet and continue working 2 single crochet into each of the stitches till the end of the round. So here I have done with the second round, and for the second round in total I have worked 12 single crochets. Now to end this round, slip stitch onto the first single crochet worked. Now let's start with the third round. For that, work 1 chain, and the sequence of this round is to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch followed by 2 single crochet into the next. So this is a sequence that we will be repeating for the entire round. So continue with this sequence till the end of the round. So here I have done with the third round and worked a slip stitch into the first single crochet to end the round. And for the third round in total I have worked 18 single crochets. Now in the fourth round we won't be working any increases. So for the fourth round, work 1 chain, and the sequence of this round is to work 1 single crochet per stitch. So going from the very first stitch where we had slip stitch, work the first single crochet and continue working 1 single crochet per stitch till the end of the round. So by the end of the fourth round, the number of single crochets remains the same, that is 18 single crochets. So the fourth round is done. Now we shall start with the fifth round, in which we will be making the ears for the cat applique. So for that, work 1 chain and going into the same stitch, work 1 double crochet. Now work 3 chains and slip stitch into the same stitch. So the first ear is done. Now we will be working 1 slip stitch each into the next 2 stitches. Now into the next stitch we will be working the second ear. So for that, work 1 double crochet into the next stitch followed by 3 chains and slip stitch into the same stitch. Now work 1 slip stitch into the next stitch and cut the yarn. So here we have worked the 2 ears of the cat applique. The next step is to make the bow. Now here I have already done with the bow. Now as I mentioned earlier, I shall provide you with the written pattern for this bow. So just go through it and make this bow. Now the last step is to assemble all the parts together to make the cat applique. So we need to place the head in this portion. So you can either sew the head using this leftover yarn, or you can just glue up the head part to the body, and later on you can also sew or glue up the bow over here like this. So I'll just put these parts together. So as mentioned, I have put all the parts together so as to make this lovely cat applique. Also I have sewed the bow over this neck part. To make the eyes, I have sewed 2 black beads around the second row of the head. So that completes our cute cat applique tutorial. I hope you found it really very useful and interesting too. In case of any queries, please let me know through comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.